Can't complain. It's going to be interesting to see what character Castiel plays, because he was playing Deadshot, preliminary event, still has a good Deadshot. But over the past week, he's been telling me, you know, you're going to see this Batman. This weekend, you're going to see Batman, and I'm going to pull him out, and it's going to be amazing. So, you know, I'm hoping we're going to see a Batman. We might see a Flash too. I know he's been working hard on that. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what character he pulls out.
I agree, and the thing is, well, Castiel is just a really, really solid fighting game player. He is very good at learning games as well as learning just the neutral of the games as well. So he has a lot of characters at his disposal, which is something really good for him. He's got the ability to play, you know, as you're saying, Deadshot. I've seen him play Batman. I've seen him play Flash. I've seen him play so many different characters, and as you can see, he is going to be picking that Batman. And I'm not going to lie, I love this color. I think this color is awesome.
It's pretty good looking Batman.
I agree. And so this is going to be on that winner's side as well. So this is going to be Dr. Awesome versus Castiel. So if the others want to play round 3 out, that would be great. But round 4, please stop, because from round 4, we were going to be trying to get every match on the stream.
And here we go. It's going to be the Poison Ivy versus Batman matchup here. Not one that I'm a fan of in particular. Batman can really smother you once he gets in on you. I'm just going for the trait pop immediately. Catches him with the back too. Very nice. Pops the trait.
And here we go. Who's playing that zoning game that you said from Ivy, and just like you can see already jumping out, getting the counter. Down one coming out from Castiel, trying to use those really solid jump ins from Batman. Just has the ability to do so much different stuff. Uses the trait as well to keep himself safe, and does actually tag him with the low that time. Not blocked from Dr. Awesome. Does get the full combo as well. 350 damage for a 50-50 without bar, and once again tags him low. He's able to activate the trait as well, get the full confirm as well. Spends the bar. Jumps over, goes for a tricky reset as well, and Castiel is going to take that first round. Wow, I barely even know what to say. What are your thoughts on that?
He's going for those dirty Batman cross-ups, so you can see him. One thing to note about this is that when, I don't know if people know, but when Ivy gets a trait out, if she gets hit while it's out, it actually goes away. So we saw that before at the start of the round when Dr. Awesome was just trying to keep Castiel out, but his trait actually went away when he got hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, and as you can see, Castiel jumping all over Ivy, managing to tag him with that forward advancing string, goes into the double stance as well. I'm pretty sure that's actually quite difficult. And I want to ask, what exactly is the benefit of bark stance?
Oh, the bark skin, that's when she has that on, she takes reduced damage, and she doesn't take any chip damage at all. It's actually very useful in matchups against zoners. If she can manage to get it out, she won't take any chip damage. So.
Wow, so I'm assuming you could go the EX low drill into the bark stance instead of going for the third drill?
I believe so. Not something that I've looked into. It's usually something, the way that I feel like I use most often in play is that you would end up getting a hard knockdown and then, you know, set up for your trade, set up for your burst, and after that, you know, you want to get that one touch first to make sure that you stay absolutely safe as possible. But right now, Dr. Awesome taking the life lead. He is keeping Castiel out quite well right now.
Surprised Castiel hasn't decided to use that, use his... Ooh. I was going to say, Castiel not using the clash, and just like that, is actually going to get taken out in that first one. Dr. Awesome taking the first round against Castiel. I did not expect that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't use the clash either. You can clash those vine drills when they come out, so I'm not sure. Maybe he just decided that he needed that bar for you know, damage, and just going straight to Deadshot, not messing around.
Exactly. I'm not surprised here.
Yeah, he did say that he would pull out Batman, but the second he lost, he's going straight to Deadshot there. And look at this Deadshot, though. Look at that gear.
It does look very cool. He looks kind of like he's out of a Tom Clancy game.
He looks like he's out of Fallout or something with those wrist cannons.
Yeah, Deadshot. The thing that upsets me is that Deadshot is a cool character. I think Deadshot is a cool character, but he's a little bit OD at the moment. But here we go into the second game. Dr. Awesome versus Castiel. Dr. Awesome sticking with Ivy as he has to, and is actually able to punish the back 1-2 up 3 coming out from Castiel, but this is not a position that you want to be in against this character. Ivy does have a good full screen presence, but nothing like that of Deadshot. Now you can see trying to get that zoning started. And I do like this from Dr. Awesome, just trying to walk his way and try to actually set up that bark skin, as you were saying, for free. And it's actually going to get shot out of it by Deadshot. And you can see now just sitting there, letting Deadshot build bar. This is the problem with Deadshot, so even on whiff, he is building bar with those bullets. And you can see the bar going up straight away so quickly, trying to work his way in. Makes a read as well. And you can see now just Deadshot, just keeping Ivy out so well. How would you deal with this?
I mean, it is just patience. I mean, there is no other real answer than that, unless you have a character that has good mobility, something like an air dash or a teleport, like Supergirl or Scarecrow. If you have no mobility options, it really just is a case of walk forward and hope for the best.
Yeah, and then, but the thing for me, the issue with that is that it's not even that. What does that do? I saw some grass appear.
Oh, that was a startup on Ivy's trait. That's the good thing about, because the trait does go away and hit, but if you don't complete the startup animation, the trait doesn't actually get used. You can see there again, see?
Oh, that's clever. See, the problem that I have with Deadshot is just that you can walk forward and be super patient, but with the amount of bar he builds, he's always going to have an EX gun. You can see Dr. Awesome trying to use that meter bend roll to get through, but Castiel is just going to keep him out really well. And you can see now just to check how not only comfortable Castiel is with Deadshot, but Dr. Awesome is uncomfortable with the matchup. What adjustments can he make as an Ivy player, do you feel?
Pick a different character. No, I don't know. It's really just a case of Ivy is one of those characters. I feel like as I've been playing her more, she's one of those characters that she can be.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an interesting pick. She can be a one-touch death machine. You know, if she has bar, she can just reset you for days. So getting that one touch into a knockdown, into a zoning game, or into a corner set play game can be really strong. But Dr. Awesome signed here with Dr. Fate, which I'm not sure how this matchup plays out.
I'm as a Dr. Fate player, I'm not a fan of this matchup at all because his projectile's too slow. But he's going to get the anti-air, he's going to get the 2-1-1-3 as well, sets up the orb as well, and actually does catch Castiel with it. Now Dr. Fate's got the momentum. This is actually quite difficult for Deadshot to get started, however, does lose that momentum, and this is where the zoning, in my opinion, is actually skill-based, because zoning within this game, even though Deadshot is a really solid zoner, it is still about momentum. If he can't get his momentum started, as you can see, Dr. Awesome is trading with that straight fireball with that low gunshot, and the straight fireball does a lot of damage. 85 damage, does actually pop the trait as well. As you can see as well, every time he pops that trait, all his fireballs are going to become a little bit stronger, and you can see the trade there coming out for Dr. Awesome in the correct way. 100 damage, however, is going to get chipped out with this low gun. No, 60 damage, and actually just missed times that Castiel is going to take that first rife bar. However, it is a lot closer, 20 health on Castiel's side, and he's going to get the fireball trade. But you can see Dr. Awesome is just sitting with those full bars now. It feels like, again, this is all about momentum. He's going to pop the trait, and just like that, is losing that momentum. But now, if he meter burned, that was actually going to be able to punish. And you can see Castiel now with that forward, with the gunshots. But you can see just the fireballs trading back and forth. Dr. Awesome cannot afford trades right now. And you can see Castiel is sitting on so many bars. Tries to go for the onks. Doesn't actually stop projectiles, even though I feel it does. Goes to get the meter burn, healing out, but is it going to get it enough? And that's going to be Castiel taking this third game, 2-1 Castiel's way. I do like the pick there, but he's just not picking his times to zone properly.
That was entirely a match of just life leads, 100%. Because of when Castiel saw that he had a life lead, he was just willing to take those trades because he is going to, keep that life lead in those situations. One important thing to note about Dr. Fate, and I only discovered this a couple of days ago, is he has a string that goes, I think it's his back one, down 3 or something like that.
Oh, the back one, down 3, up 3?
Yeah, that string, it will actually... The last hit is an overhead hit. It will actually teleport him to his opponent. So if he's standing on the other side of the screen and you do that string, you will do an overhead teleport and land on your opponent. So it's a good tool to get in if your opponent doesn't expect it. But we didn't see that from Dr. Awesome.
Yeah, the issue with that string is that you do have to commit to the full string, and if he sees that string, he's just going to shoot a fireball, a bullet, and then all that's going to happen is it's going to get shot out because you can actually stop it on startup, which is the only issue. I feel like a good way that I feel like Dr. Fate could get slight buffs, and I'm not saying he deserves a lot of buffs because, man, as a zoner, he is still really solid, but I feel like if Onks actually ate projectiles, if you could do down back 2 and then use that to almost, not reflect, but parry projectiles, as well as maybe make them so that the enemy has to go through the full recovery, or even parry them. I feel like that would just make him a bit more of what he is, because Dr. Fate is a zoner. But in terms of the other zoners in the game, he's just weak. Like, I feel like Ivy could probably zone him out with the low drills.
Potentially. It's not a matchup that I've run particularly much yet. But right now, Castiel just smothering him with his zoning right now. He's unfortunately going to lose that game. Castiel's going to take that set free. for one.
Yeah, Castiel pulling out the dead shot. His Batman was really exciting. However, he did lose that first one. And again, as you said, the Ivy experience is something you really need. So let's see what other matches we can get. Googie did defeat Saget 3-0. That or it was a DQ. I'm not totally sure. And you see Castiel